Good evening.
Hello.
Wow, we've had an amazing day here at the Sebatana
Absolutely.
Private Reserve.
Oh,
How was it?
absolutely amazing. Oh, it's what I've dreamt of and more.
So it's what we came for, and I think
Yeah.
that's some say it was a gentle start, but as a gentle start, we saw and did loads of great
We
stuff.
did.
So let's crack on. How did we start our day? We got up fairly late-ish for a safari, so we were told we needed to be for breakfast for 9 a.m. Okay, that may not sound late, but tomorrow we're up for 6 a.m. and later on in the week we're up for 5 a.m.
Yeah.
So, but 9 a.m. was a good start. It was a nice breakfast, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think they're breaking us in early, aren't they?
Yeah.
You know, sort of not early, gently. Sorry.
A little,
Yeah.
Probably was a little bit of a gentle start, but breakfast was good though, wasn't it?
Breakfast, yeah, it was nice. Yeah, it was like a fry. It had some like Danish pastries and some fruit. There was an egg station, wasn't there?
Yeah, and if you've got sort of food intolerances, they would do soya milk and all that sort of stuff. It was quite good actually.
Yeah.
A good selection and very tasty as well.
Yeah, it's
really good. Omelette station,
good start to the day,
cereals
wasn't it?
and fruit, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
really, really good. So then they bundled us into sort of three sort of jeeps, and we've separated. Now we've been assigned to a guide for the rest of the week.
Yeah, so and our jeep's the same name as our room name as well. Yeah,
and we're with Colin, who's our guide for the week. And Colin, I think, is the newest of the three guides that are looking after us.
Yeah, he used to be just a driver, didn't he?
Yeah, he used to be just a driver. Now he's a guide. He's a guide. So he's very good. Very impressed with him.
Yeah.
And we've enjoyed his chat and banter, and he's got a good sense of humour as well. I think he needs it as well, to be fair. So. So we anyway, we got into our jeeps. We separated. So there's 27 of us. So there's 9 in each jeep.
We've got a good group of 9, haven't we?
Really nice. We're making some lovely new friends.
Yeah.
And the group's really fun, and we've now got a group WhatsApp group as well.
We have, put our pictures on, which is going to be useful, isn't it?
It's lovely being with some really friendly, likeable people, and just sort of trying to get as much out of the holiday like us. You know, it's really good. So what did we do? Well, we took a drive up to that sort of seating area, didn't we, to start with?
Yeah, seating area that's actually on the reserve.
Yeah, on the reserve.
Yeah.
And the first we get realise you're going to be shaken and jolted around as they go over all this rough terrain, and
you get a massage, a free massage.
Yeah, they call it the African massage. They call it, but a bit of a bumpy ride up, but we found a nice little seating area, and then they gave us a sort of a briefing for the week. They explained what's going to happen on each day. And that was pretty good, wasn't it?
Yeah, make sure if you signed up to anything that you wanted to do extra and all that, didn't they?
That's right, because you can. Although we paid for some included tours and game drives and things like that, there are other things you can do, and that's one of the things that we've already encountered here, is that there's more ways to spend money here than you can shake a stick at. Be it extra tours, extra packages, drinks packages. There's a spa. There's it's quite well set up to take more money off you if you would happily spend it. So we did that briefing up there. That guy did a sort of
like a geography type.
Yeah, sort of a little bit of a potted history or recent history of South Africa.
Oh, that was interesting.
Yeah, and a little bit about the geography of the different provinces around the country as well. So that was quite interesting.
Yeah, that was good.
And then they took us to some of the other lodges. Now we're in Elephant Lodge. There's
Lion and Rhino.
Lion and Rhino. So they took us to the other lodges, and there's a spa at Lion Lodge. We had a look at that. And then there's a shop as well.
There was a shop, yes. We had a shop, and you got your hat, and I got a fridge magnet. Yay!
Hat and fridge magnet. So that's done.
That's done.
So that was done, and then we came back for a bit of lunch. And the lunch was really good, wasn't it?
It's really the food. You can't fault the food. What they've done so far, it's been amazing. But it was just like help yourself, wasn't it?
It was like a buffet style.
Buffet style, yeah.
But a really good spread of food, and
really nice. They had like a South African dish. I can't remember what it was called, but it was basically like a cottage pie, but instead of mashed potato on the top, it was like some sort of like eggy omelette type thing on the top. It was nice. I enjoyed it.
Sort of chicken and cheese sauce. That was quite nice.
Chicken with cheese sauce, yeah.
I mean, it was really good selection and really tasty. Really well prepared as well. So recommend the food. And then we got onto our first proper game drive. So they bundled us back onto the jeeps and drove us out into Sebatana's Private Reserve. So,
because we had a bit of like a sort of a rest before we went out, didn't we? And some people went in the swimming pool, but I thought, no, I won't swim today. I'll probably do that tomorrow when I've got a bit more time.
Yeah, between lunch and going out on our first drive was about an hour and a half, wasn't it?
Yeah. I thought it's not really enough time to have a swim and dry out and deep back up.
And we just chilled, and there's Wi-Fi down in the dining area down there, so you could catch up and send messages and check in with the family and all that,
make sure all right,
which is really good. Yeah, and then we got on our first proper drive, so back on the Jeeps, and then the 3 Jeeps just kind of separated. They went into different parts of the reserve, and it's 37,000 hectares or something, the reserve here. And you know, even though you do bump into each other partway round and stuff.
Yeah, and if someone's seen something and they think it's really good, they'll let the others know, because they've got like radios between them, haven't they?
So what did we tick off today? We ticked off all sorts of stuff today.
Absolutely amazing, wasn't it? Absolutely. You just don't get bored, because it's just absolutely amazing. We started off with giraffes.
Well, we thought we saw these kind of like impala type things, didn't we? And then kind of just hopped across the road. And oh, look, there's impalas. And then, oh my God, there's a giraffe. Oh, there's a baby giraffe.
Baby giraffe. There was like about four baby giraffes in a little area, wasn't there?
Oh, it was absolutely stunning, gorgeous. And so we started with giraffes, and that was really amazing. What else did we see?
Then we went along and we saw, what was after the giraffes?
We saw the tortoise.
Yeah, someone sort of spotted the tortoise I say running along, but it was actually going quite quick. You wouldn't think a tortoise moved very quick, but it was actually going at some speed. Went somewhere shady. So our guy Colin, he got the tortoise out so people could see it, and there was one of the other cars came along, so he got it out so they could see it as well. But because he picked it up, it got a bit startled and it weed all over him, didn't it? It was weird as he was going along with it, but that was really nice to see that.
Yeah, so the tortoise was next. Then we went to that watering hole, which was wow.
I tell you what, that was absolutely amazing, because first of all, we come across the weaver birds, and the weaver birds, they're like this like yellow little bird, aren't they? And they basically, their nests, they weave their nests all hanging from the tree. It almost looks like fruit hanging from a tree, and it was absolutely amazing, wasn't it? But then you think, look in, and he goes, oh, there's something in that water. What can you spot? Crocodile in there. So he's saying you're not allowed out of the vehicle, obviously for obvious reasons. And then a bit later on, he says we've got like the female on her nest of eggs a bit further up. So we go up there. Oh my goodness.
It was quite a thing.
So close. We were so close. I was quite grateful that we were in the Jeep.
I mean, it was amazing enough to see the male in the watering hole, just lying there, partially submerged, looking at us, going, "Are you lunch? Are you lunch?" And just keeping an eye on us.
He just kept on going up.
Are we going to get out? Because he probably would have gone for us if we'd have got out.
Oh gosh, he would have, because they're quite quick.
They're very quick. So that was quite spooky enough. And then we just went away from the watering hole a little bit, and then just immediately to our right was Mum sat on her eggs, just like going, "You come any closer, you're mine."
She was so still though; it almost looked like it was plastic, didn't it? Didn't actually look real. But that was amazing. So then we back out from there, go a bit further on round the water hole, and then we saw loads of baby crocodiles, about this big, weren't they?
They were sweet.
Yeah, really sweet. Loads of little baby crocodiles. And then in the tree of where the weaver birds were, there's this giant big nest, absolutely huge. And then we see this little beak sticking out. Apparently, this beak sticking out is the beak from a hammerhawk bird. And this hammerhawk bird takes 2 years to build this nest. Actually, 2 years to build this nest. But we actually got a bit of footage of it coming out of the nest.
Yeah, it stuck its head out to have a look and say hello.
And we actually got to see them.
And eventually then it flew out.
We saw the pair come out, didn't we? So that was really interesting.
So that was fabulous, wasn't it? So and we left the watering hole, we went further on, we saw some mountain zebra, although they were quite well camouflaged in the bush, weren't they?
Yeah, we couldn't really get much for that, could we? Because they were hiding.
And that's from what I can understand from my research, one of the differences about South Africa from like East Africa is that in South Africa, there's a lot more scrub and bush, and the wildlife does sort of hide in the scrub and bush. So it's actually quite a find when you see something. Whereas I think somewhere in East Africa with the open plains and everything, it's there on the plain, so you literally it's just there in front of you. But it's quite good to see it in hiding and peeking out from behind the bushes at you, saying, "Oh, who's that?" But we saw the mountain zebra, didn't we?
Yeah.
We saw that blue wildebeest. There were 5 of those.
Yes, yeah, we saw the one, and then we saw.
Yeah.
And there was a bird on the back of one of them. What was that bird called? Can you remember what that?
I can't remember, but it was like red, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it basically sits on the back and it picks out all the ticks from the wildebeest. So that was interesting.
Absolutely. I mean, this was an amazing drive. It was a 3-hour drive, and as the sun was slowly going down and the scenery was just spectacular.
We went along, and then we saw the dung beetle. I always wanted to see a dung beetle in action. Very interesting, wasn't it?
Fascinating. Absolutely. And they fly as well.
Yeah.
I know.
And you actually got a really good footage of one flying, and then you deleted it by accident, didn't you?
That's a shame. But but yeah, fascinating. See the dung beetles, and then we saw more impalas, and we saw, what else did we see? We saw all sorts of crazy things, didn't we?
The other type of zebra.
Yeah, we saw the other zebra, the more common zebra.
What's it called?
Can't remember.
The other one was the mountain zebra, and that one, I don't know what it was called. But
whatever.
A different type of zebra.
Different type of zebra.
Yeah.
So it was absolutely fascinating, and 3 hours just flew past. And we came back, and we set up a group WhatsApp group, and we've shared all photos with each other and stuff. And
it was happy hour as well, and cocktails.
Yeah, happy hours on the cocktails. And you can see that the 3 different jeeps have had different experiences. They've seen different wildlife.
Yeah, there's some of the others saw ostriches, didn't they?
Yeah,
so we didn't get to see the ostriches.
Different sorts of birds and things like that. So, as we go out and do more, we'll see more, hopefully. So
so excited for
really,
what
really
tomorrow
exciting.
Brings for us as well.
Another lovely meal tonight.
Yeah, meal. I'll tell you what, you can't fault the food at all in this place. It's been absolutely amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it was like a crispy chicken, and then
it was more like a Chinese type style, wasn't it?
It's like stir-fried beef and
stir-fried beef, and there was like
warthog as well.
Yeah, what was it? Sweet and sour warthog.
Sweet and sour warthog. Yeah. There you go. So that was.
We saw warthogs as well.
We did see warthogs.
Talk about warthogs.
We did see warthogs.
We saw dinner.
But yeah, I mean, a really good meal tonight. Some more drinks, bit of socialising, everybody's chatting and stuff, and really nice.
Yeah, really nice evening.
So we've got to be up early tomorrow. We're into the Velgovenden Nature Reserve tomorrow at what time is it?
It's early.
6 o'clock breakfast, isn't it?
6 o'clock breakfast, and they're leaving at 6:30, isn't it?
Something like that. Yeah. So it's an early start in the morning.
Yeah.
And that's hopefully we'll go and see some of the big 5 in the Velgovenden Reserve tomorrow. So. But what a day. What a first day.
Amazing.
Incredible. Yeah. Well, look, thank you for joining us on this vlog. We've just been rambling because we're so excited. But hopefully this will be what we do all week.
Yeah, so, absolutely. We should be really, really, really tired, but it's just so exciting and giddy on what we've seen, haven't we?
Just been an incredible day. Incredible day. Join us tomorrow and see what we see tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye. If this video has made you consider taking a safari, why not let us know in the comments below? And if you'd like to see more adventures on this safari or on our travels around the world, why not subscribe? It was really appreciated. Thanks very much.